Hey guys, we're live coming at you here from the garage, whatever. Anyway, so I remember maybe a live stream or two ago. I said, hey, you got like 37 boxes, 36 boxes left. Guys, I'm down to like basically the last big 3,200 count box. I got a bunch of small 2, 4, 6, 800 count boxes, a bunch of them to go through, but this is the last big box. So when I say big, it's only 3,200. It's not a 5,000 count box, but it's still a box nonetheless, right? So let's see what we got here. All right, so let's take this baby to full screen for me. The chat's going to end up on my screen, so I'll be able to see it when I look up, right? So this should be like a little bing that goes off to let you know someone said something. So you're like, oh, someone said something. Bing. Hey, there's a bell. Let me know. But anyway, I also downgraded my StreamYards because I never used it for more than like me and 2 other people, and that was a rare occasion anyway. So I was paying for, I don't know, a year or 2 of 10 people or more and just never fully took advantage of it. So instead of paying $45 a month, I'm down to the free one, which allows you like 2 other people, you and 2 other people. So that's where we're at on that. So the box we're looking at is, standard 3,200 count box, 3 row, but it does have a lot of plastics. Now let's see if I can spin my camera. So let's switch up the cameras. Let's go to the Insta360 Booyakasha. So we're looking at the card that is next, but we're going to go full screen, baby. There we go. And the box we're going to be looking at is that 3,200 count of that. A lot of plastic in that baby. Yeah. All right. And now that I did that, it screwed up my vision over here as to the card we want to see. So let's get back to this. So we got this mammal here to start off. It's obviously it's not a playing days card, but it's a tribute card. Should be number 7 on the back. New York Yankees 7. So it's part of the Yankees team set even. So that's cool. It's not just regular tops, but they actually made team sets. So very nice. What's next? I don't know where I pulled that out of. It must not have been this one because it's started on a Virgin on prom night. But here we go. So we're going to pull them off as we go. This is Willie Crawford, and that really didn't help much. There we go. Come on, Willie. I know we got a glare from my light, but I'm trying to throw as much light as I can because the lighting in the garage isn't the best. But there we go. It's a 1973 Topps Willie Crawford. I believe that is going to be a high number. 639. So it is a high number. And then we got Rick Clark, 73 again. And again, it's a high number, 636. Same guy. Out of here, get a little bit of breathing room. Here's Dan Carithers. So you guys tell me, do you want to like this? And I forgot 2 positions. You got that one. And I got this one until my wife gets another thing of her medical supplies in. Then I'll take her cooler that her meds come in, and I will cut it in half, make different portions. But there's that one there. Is it better with even without the light? Let's see. Not really. Still getting glare from overhead. So let's see what we get when we do this. Does that create more glare? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So let's do this. So this light. Let's see if we jack it up a little bit. Put something under here. Jack it up. And see if that cuts away from some of the glare. Not really. Okay, but there we go. We're not going to mess around with it too much. Hey, Hunter, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. This is basically the last biggish box of cards we're going to go through. And this has a lot of plastics in it, so you can just angle it, whatever. So that's what I got to do. I got to do a double angle. It's the angle of your dangle, angle of your angle. That gives you, there you go. All right. Reflection free card zone. Oh, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. I got to go over here. There we go. Ed Crosby. Oh, another Ed Crosby. So we got two Ed Crosbys. That's a high number too. It's $5.99. Vic Harris. Chris Arnold, Schwarzenegger. Hey, that Schwartz be with you. Let's try to pop this under there too. See if that helps create a situation where it's not going to want to keep teeter-tottering, because it's affecting the teeter-totter right now. There you go. Daryl Porter. We got the Expos team card. And that's just the stats. They're just on a checklist. The checklist were the red bordered checklist. No. Blue was 73, red was 74. Yes, that's what it was. So I believe that's how it was. I don't know. Maybe I got them backwards. Another guy, Ed Geddes. Geddes, Geddes, Geddes. Jerry May. This picture taken in spring training. Here's a one of, I think, a couple of Charlie Huff rookie cards. You might have more than one out there, but this is a 73 rookie. And then we've got Jim York with them huge mutton chops. Or Jim Ray Hart. Because his middle name's Ray. Ray Hart. Jim Ray Hart. There's two. Or Bill Slayback. Or another May. Milt May. Jerry May and Milt May. Both are catchers. I wonder if they're related. Inquiring minds want to know. Let's see. Jerry and Milt. Ready? So, Jerry was born, I'm going to take off screen. Salton, Virginia. Gary, Indiana for Milton. Milton May. One still lives in Virginia. The other one lives in Santa Fe, New Mexico. August 1st, 1950. December 14th, 1943. So Jerry's older by 7 years. And I don't think he looks it there at all. But so yeah, they're not They might be cousins or something, but definitely not related in any way, shape, or form. So let's continue on. I've gotten them out of order now. How about Mel Stottlemyre or Danny Walton, Jim Nash in his Phillies airbrushed uniform, Oakland Athletics. Dave Justy, a little miscut there, just a little bit. I'm going to hustle through this. We're going to speed it up. Ken Tatum. Jerry Moses, catcher for the Yankees. Jim Fairley. Not Bill. Where did Bill from? There's his twin brother of the same name, as a matter of fact. Makes you wonder about the family. Dave LaRoche. And there's his twin as well. His double ganger. Casey Cox. Manny Mota. George Foster. Dave Moneyman, Cash. Lee Lacy. Jim Perry with a herpes on his lip, it looks like. Let me get a better look at that herpes real quick. Stand by there, Jimbo. We'll get a medical opinion on your herpes. Yeah, that looks like a bad case of the herpes. Come on. Focus on Jim's face in the place. And what we're doing like this. Nothing to do with it. There it is. Oh my God, look at that herpes. Or wart, not sure. Let's see if it's actually on the card or what. Oh yeah, it's on the card. It's embedded in the card like a pebble or something. That's weird. Oh, got it off. And now it's let's see if we can make it a beauty mark. I was going to say put it on near his lip, but yeah, it's not going great. What is the bird beauty mark on her face? And there it is. It came off. It's up near his ear now. Now it's just, there you go. Now it's back on his lip. The herpes is back. There you go. Got it off. Just increased the value of the card by 100%. Just by that simple manipulation. Now it's worth like $2. Rick Wise or Fran Healy. Joe Rudy, who's not even in the picture. That's Gene Tennis. Maybe Bill North, and I can't tell you who the other guy is, but they thought that was Joe Rudy. It's not. It's Gene Tennis. Never corrected that one, so bad. Jimmy Stewart. Jim Palmer, boyhood photos of the stars. And Freddie Patek, little Freddie Patek. I want to say that's the White Sox guy. Number 5, it might be Bill Melton. I'm not sure. I could be wrong on that. It is what it is. Who cares? Lynn McLaughlin. Boots Day. Playing a night game. And he's got shoes on, not boots. So go figure. I'm calling false advertisement on that one. Jose Cruz. Cruising for a bruising. His son went on to play too. Jose Cruz Jr. Gary Gentry. Daryl Knowles. Manny Sanguian. Del Unser. 2. Bill Parsons. Alan Parsons Project. A's make it 2 straight. Tony Perez hit into a double play. Actually, that was kind of close. I think he might have beat that out because that ball's still pretty far away. But whatever. That mean he didn't. Jack Brohammer. Jim Northrup. Grumman. Aerospace Company founder, president, and CEO. Cesar Geronimo. Salvador Bando. Wilbur Wood. Marty Perez. A dog-eared Carmine Fan Zone. There you go. He's in the fan zone. Ted Sizemore. 2 Carl Taylors. No relation to Chuck Taylor. Jerry Bell. Theron Lee. Fritz the Cat Peterson. Whitey Lockman and the orange background. It's also got Ernie Banks on there as a coach. There's Ernie. There's a couple Tony Olivas. Richie Scheinblum. Phil Gagliano ×2. Victory leaders: Steve Carlton, Gaylord Perry, and Wilbur Wood. And they have the National and the American League on the same card, not one card for the National, one card for the American League. Don't know when they started that, but this is the first time I'm really catching on to that fact. How about some Lindy McDaniels? Or some OC, Mike Andrews. Off center. Tom Walker, Texas Ranger. Bill Robinson. Freddie Storman Norman. Buddy Bell, son of Gus Bell, father of David Bell. There we go. Got them all. Some King Kong. There's King and there's Kong. This card may have something on it. Nope, it's on the inside of the top loader. So it's on the inside of the top loader of these specs right there. It's on the inside or embedded in the plastic. But that is Don Sutton, Hall of Famer. Got Texas Rangers ×2. Mac Scarce. John Milner. Now, let's see. We got a 72 Doyers team photo. Doyers. 72 Tony Oliva. Bob Serve, what's that, like a 53 tops? Bob Sev, C-E-R-V, Serve. He's a Yankee. That's all I know. That's why I got him. He's a Yankee. Those damn Yankees. Al Rosin. They named that bag of powder that sits on the mound after him, the rosin bag. Eddie Lopat, another junkie. Bobby Shantz, oldest living MVP. Bobby Shantz, 1953 tops. These are like a 1960 or 63. Fleer, Earl Averill, Mordecai Brown. His nickname was Three Finger Brown, right? Three Finger Mordecai Brown. This one has a price tag on the back. Any of these other have price tags? Nope, no price tags on the other ones. But this one has a $10. A 61 Fleer, card number 11. Yeah, that's right. $10. This says 61. So what's the difference? One says 61, one says 63. 61 Fleer, number 8, rookie. Yeah, I don't get it. Why is one? They look the same to me. Oh, 61. I read it wrong. Both 61s. That had a $12 price tag on it for Chief Bender. Okay. This says 1960 Fleer, Hughie Jennings, and that's got a $10 price tag. I don't know what they're worth today. I don't know if I paid that price or what. How about a Herbert Pennock, 60 Fleer, $10, R44. That means that's coming back on that. Eddie Collins, $10. Wilbert Robinson, $5. Frank Chance, of Tinker to Evers to Chance fame, I believe, $6. What are these? I don't know what year Bowman these are, but there it is. The TV Bowmans, the TV tube. Guy named Morgan for the Philadelphia Sillies. Or Fitzgerald, or whoever. The best hitter I've ever seen, like Eddie Fitzgerald. Ted Williams is the best hitter since he has no weakness at all. Although he pulls the ball, he still bats .340. Ted has to be a great hitter because you can move your outfield to the right and he will still hit line drives between the fielders. And there you go. This has a huge crease on it, right through the whole length of the card, which stinks. It's early win. It's got a $8 price tag on it. Apparently, I don't know. Or this guy Vollmer, Clyde. First name's Clyde Vollmer. Or Aber, A-B-E-R. First name Al Aber. Heron. First name Jim. Jim Heron. Take a sip of my drink. Some silly named Dixon. Murray Dixon. Very nice. Bobby Shantz's brother. How can I think of that being his brother? W. Shantz, spelled the same. Wilmer Billy Shantz, born Yeah, Pottstown. That's where Bobby still lives today, up in Pottstown area. Born July 27th, 1931, Pottstown, PA. Height 6'1", weight 160. Bats right, throws right. He's a catcher for the Kansas City Athletics. So yeah, Bobby, his parents, someone had to catch Bobby in the backyard, right? That makes sense. So you put your little brother out there. Let's see if it's little brother. Where's our Bobby at? There he is. Or where's our Bobby? Bobby, home, Lincoln, Nebraska, born September 26, 1925, Pottstown, PA, 5'6.5", 138 pounds, throws left, bats right. Little Bobby was named the most valuable player in the American League in 1952. He topped AL hurlers in wins and handled 78 chances. 78 starts. You get that many today, and your pitcher's complaining. He's going to complain. He's going to bitch. He's going to moan. He's going to piss. He's going to do everything he can to let you know he ain't happy. All right, here's some Bowman. I think these are 54 Bowmans. But that's Frank. It's cursive, guys. All right. Frank Baumholtz. Or this guy is Johnny Bucha for Detroit. Johnny Bucha's got a little income. This guy is Ferris Bueller fame. There's Dick Littlefield. That was an easy one. Little Dick Field. Oh. Speaking about guys with no neck and huge melon on this guy. The size of his head. No neck. His neck is huge too, and then his shoulders are real small. What the heck? And the bat is like a little leaguer bat. What the heck happened? Well, you can't see the bat there, but it's like a little leaguer bat. What the heck happened there? Cleveland. Owen S. Bernhard. Owen Friend. Oh my God. That's supposed to be an F. R-I-E-N-D. Except for the F, I guess, yeah. George Shuba. S-H-U-B-A. Shuba. Yep, George. What's this guy's name? Stephen or Stan Gromek. Stephen. S-T-E-V-E. Yeah, I'm going to say Stephen Gromek. Yes, Steve Gromek. Booyah, Kasha. What about this guy here? Lou something. Keinholz. K something. Creeklow. I got the K right. Joe Pesco. P-E-S-K-O. Presco. P-R-E-S-K-O. Presco from St. Louis. Yep, Presco. So your children need to learn cursive. Just tell your wife you got to go out and buy some. I believe these are 1954 Bowmans, and you can teach them cursive here. Frank Smith, I think. It is Frank Smith. All right, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Carlos Bernio. Carlos Bernier. Larry Jamerson. Larry. Jansen. Edward Fitzgerald, but he fits and then put Gerald with a capital G. So, I don't know. Fitzgerald. We put a capital G and he separated. It wasn't like He made like Fitz was his middle name. Edward Gerald. Middle name Fitz. And then it's all one word on the back, but that's the Bowen doing that. They've been known to goof stuff up. Bill Hoft, H-O-E-F-T. Hoft. Bill Hoft. H-O-E-F-T. Yeah. That's spelling right. I don't know if I got the pronunciation right. Johnny Groth. G-R-O-T-H. Yes, Johnny Groth. That is correct. Danny Cornwall. C-O-N-N-E-L-L. O'Connell. Danny O'Connell. Okay. That O looks weird though. Yes, Danny O'Connell. Gus Bell. There you go. One of the Bell boys. Gus, Buddy, David. Roy Smalley, Sr. His son went on to play too. Roy Smalley, Jr. Roy Smalley. Very nice. Very nice. Who else we got here? How about this one? We got Bobby Adams. A-D-A-M. Okay, yeah. I see it now. Paul E. Palme, whatever. La Palme. La Palme. Yeah, Paul La Palme. $4 price tag. I'm going to see if the other ones have a price tag. This first one was a price tag. Oh, there's another one. Frank, a lot of Franks. Frank something Shea. Spec. I don't know. $5 price tag. Frank Shea. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. First and last. Mike Arena Garcia. Okay, that's a fancy G. You've seen it made like that. It's like an H more, capital H. Maybe one with a $10 price tag on it. Joe it's got writing on it too. $10 price tag got writing. Joe, that looks like a G. Doc. But it's Adcock. And I think that writing on the back is on the card too. Nope, it's on the top loader. But the front is definitely written on the card. So Joe Adcock, Hall of Famer, I believe. Solly Hemus, $5 price tag. Solly Hemus. Bill Servina, S-E-R-E-N-A. Serena. S-E-R-E-N-A. Serena. With a $5 price tag. How about Kenneth David Roffensberger. R-O-F-F. Burger to me. Ken Roffensberger. Yep. Now that one. How about Cal? Oh, that's Cal Abrams. $4. Cal Abrams. Yep. For 60 cents on the back. So you tell me. $4 on the front, 60 cents on the back. $4.60. Tony Vanderbilt. Van Helt. $3. Oh, Umfelt. U-M, not a V. All right. Easy to make that mistake. Eddie Mikins. Mike Kiss. M-I-K-I-S-S. M-I-K-S-I-S. Mikesis. Okay, whatever. Robert Shantz. Oh, that's Robert D. Shantz. That's what's called his brother, Bobby's brother. Pirates, born in Louisville, Kentucky. No. Schultz. That's why it's Schultz. Okay. Schultz. Not Shantz. Schultz. Schult. Yeah, that makes sense. SH. Yeah. So, all right. Maurice McDermott. Maurice M. Dermott. Maurice M. Dermott. McDermott. Whatever. M. Dot Dermott. Dermott. Alex Kellner. What the hell? Ed, Red Garver. Ned Garver. Ned Garver. Ned Garver. Red, Ed, Ned. Jimmy Delling. Jim Delling. Del Singh. Don Lenhart. Lenhart. Leinart. Yes, Leinart. Alvin Dark. That was an easy one. Al Dark. Roger. Gil Coran. Coan. 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 Yeah. Gil. And Dick Koskes. Koskes. Kokes. Koskes. Koskes. And you know what? Now, I watched Mikey G. He did his video the other day on some old cards that he picked up, and I've noticed that the Don Larson that he had the same emblem on the hat as this one. I'm like, is that a Baltimore hat? What is that? I mean, you see the Orioles there, but what is that? Is that like an O that's just partially obscured? What did they do? See it like it's just like an orange squiggly question mark that fell over sideways or something? What is that logo? But obviously you can see it's an Orioles. Oh, you know what? It's an actual physical bird. Okay, now I get it. So the Oriole has a red breast, right? And they gave it red tail feathers, and the rest of it's black. So it's hard to see it. You got to really, really look for it. They could have made the beak a little more stand outish, but they didn't. So that's where that. Oh, got her figured out. But we're not done. We got another one of that guy too. There we go. Sammy White, Johnny Klippenstein, Klipstein, Manon, Manon, Manon Francott, Francano, F-R-I, Fricano. All right, whatever. Here's a 49 Bowman. Has a $25 price tag on it. Jerry Coleman, Yankees. There's the back of that one. 49 Bowman. Jerry Coleman. Not valid, contrary to state laws. Offer expires December 31st, 1949. Bowman Gun Incorporated, 1949. Baseball Game and Bank. It says send only 25 cents and 5 baseball wrappers to Baseball P.O. Box 658, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. What's this one? Boston Red Sox. I think got a D on there. Del Wilbur. 53 Bowman. So again, I guess that's 53 Bowman, 53B. $6 price tag on this Dale Mitchell. And this is what, a 51 Bowman? Yeah, 1951 Bowman Gum Incorporated, Philadelphia, PA. Number 5 in the series of 1951. There's an $8 one of Whitey Lockman. We saw his 73 card, right, as a manager for the Cubs. I'm looking to them now. Whitey Lockman. I'll put in the second stack of 53 tops. Second stack, start out with that manual. Here it comes. There's Whitey. Whitey Lockman. Same dude. For sure. Gotta be. Same guy. Whitey Lockman. Very nice. And now you know what happened to Whitey later on in life. He became Cubs manager. $8 price tag on that one there. Number 37. There's a 1964 high number. I don't know what it is. Joe Adcock, though. So now I remember that G. It was Adcock. Number 69 in the series of 52. 52. So why does it say 1964? High number. I mean, right. Top row. That's why. And my phone just went off. eBay notification. 969 tops, number 486A. Paul Casanova. Last name in yellow has been paid for. And now can be shipped. $1.69. All right. Whoa. Oh, those are glasses. I thought he had like black eyes. This is Walter Masterson. Walter Masterson. Walter. Yep, Walt Masterson. 205. Samuel Jethro. Sam Jethro with the Braves. Sam Jethro. 84. 52. And this is Don Newcomb. 1952 Bowman has a $15 price tag. Don Newcomb. Duke Newcomb. Number 128. Roy Smalley. There it is again. Another Roy Smalley, Sr. And that's number 64. $6 price tag on this. Bob Dillinger, which is a 51 Bowman. Another 51 Bowman, $6 price tag. Bill Merle, 64. $63 and $64, back to back card. Yeah. $4 price tag on this Rex Barney, number 153. $4 on this Pete Suter, Suder, Suter, 154. Got 153 and 154 back-to-back cards. Oh, this is a Gowdy. I don't know what year they are. Gowdy, as it says on here. This is one of a series of 240 baseball stars. Big League Chewing Gum, Gowdy Gum Incorporated, Boston, made by the originators of Indian Gum. Card number 132, Philadelphia Phillies, Jim Elliott. Walter French, Another Gaudi. That's some pencil marking or something on the front. And of course the corners are all worn now down. 177. Knoxville Smokies. That's right. Well, it's Phillies. This is Knoxville Smokies. Never heard of them. Fred Schultz. Schulte. And they scribbled out Washington Senators for some reason, but didn't pencil in his new team. Interesting. Usually they do that. They're writing the new team that they play for. All right. 58 All-Star, Bob Turley. Willie Mays. Got some wax or gum or something on the back, though. Bill Skowron, Moose. $2 price tag on Moose. Don Farisi. Farrar. Farisi. $4. Pete Wizenat. $4. Dick Brown. $3. Bobby Thompson, $5. Cubs Union. Making his career, I would imagine, right? Only after this shot heard around the world. Al Worthington, $7. Pitcher for San Francisco. 427 is the card number. $15 price tag on this Larry Doby. Dixie, what a name. Dixie, $8 price tag, number 58. Marked down to $2. Dixie somebody. Howell, Howell. Dixie Howell. Dixie's career dates back with Logan in the Mountain States League. Okay. Was up briefly with Cleveland and Cincinnati, but toiled mostly in the minors until the White Sox obtained him in 1955. He's one of Al Lopez's relief specialists. Dixie once pitched a no-hitter with Minneapolis in 1950. Hey, Bobby Shantz again with the New York Yankees. That one's got no price tag, and this other one's got a $5 price tag on it. Next is Don Bassent. B-A-S-S. Bassent. It's not an A, it's a B. Bassent. Bissonette. Whatever. $3 for this guy. Doyers. $5 for Gene Woodling. Long-time Yankee, I would believe, I think. Since late in his career. Wilmer Mizell. $5. Jeez. What's your card number? 385. Al Sakat. Yankee. $5. Hank Sauer. $2. $6 for Art Dittmer. $4 for Bob Serve. Harry Simpson. The Simpsons. And there he is again, his twin brother. Harry. And Harry. Bobby Avila. The home improvement guy. Okay, baseball too. Didn't know that, did you? Carl Erskine. $3. $10 on the back. $1,000. I don't know. $2 covered up whatever the original price was for this. Larry Raines, Tim Raines' grandfather. Bill Wiggett. He's winging it out there. Bill winging it Wiggett. Bobby Morgan, $3. Billy Hunter, $2. Joe Durham Bulls, $2 special for Durham. Yep. Ronnie, don't know, Ron somebody, Klein, Ron Klein, $2. Ernie Johnson, don't know. Joe DeMastri has a $15 price tag. It's a low number. It's card number 62. Tim Thompson, $3. J.W. Porter, $3. Bud Freeman, $3. Jim Rivera, $3. $57, right? You have the $5 price tag on that. Couldn't think of the year, I had to think. 57 tops. That was a big stack. Need to wet my whistle again. Oh, nice stack from the first row. $3 on this. Scribble 4. Hector Lopez, 57. Herb Plews, Plews. Scribble $2, $1. 50 cents. Trimmed, it said. Well, yeah, it's trimmed. You can see it from here. Jerry Coleman. Popular Yankee from back in the day. Doctor, right? Is it Dr. Jerry Coleman or someone else I'm thinking about? And they scribbled out like the number, the card number. Why would you do that? It's not on the actual freaking card. No. Scribble the price tag. Okay, the price was scribbled out on the penny stick. That's trimmed. 50 cents. $2 on the Duke Moss. That's Kevin's grandfather. Tom Storman Gorman. Some off-centering there. George Strickland with some paper loss. $1. $2 for this Charlie Thompson. Turk Lowen, $2. Lou Berberet. Bill Sarney, $2. Milt Graff, the giraffe, choking up on his bat for $2. And there he is again for $2. Don Kaiser, Kaiser, yeah, $2. And there he is again for no bucks. And there is again the third time's a charm on this guy. Sherm Lawler has a $5 price tag. Really, Sherm? 54 tops. And then it has a $25 price tag on the back, or 25 cents. It doesn't have a decimal point, so we don't know. Roy Face, or Elroy Face, $6. I'm stack now. $15 price tag on this guy, Jim Constanti. $15, Jim Constanti. Casimir, James Constanti. Jim Greengrass for the Sillies. Chuck Tanner went on to manage the Pirates, $6. Murray Dixon, you see his card earlier, different card, different year. Oh, back to 53 tops. Gus Zernial. Hey, Clinton Ray, what's up? What's going on? Randall Moss, Granddaddy. Okay. Keith Thomas, with a $5 price tag on him. $18 for this Elmer Vallow. Now, I met Elmer Vallow back, late 80s, early 90s, maybe, right? He was doing a card show. He was signing autographs. I got an 8x10 somewhere, signed by him, Elmer Vallow. And I thought, man, what a terrible signature. But actually, it looked exactly like this. It was all kind of squiggly and just, it looked like a kid signed it. But he signed it in front of me, obviously. And that's how it looked, Elmer Vallow. So that's funny. $18 for that, 52 tops. That's in not bad shape, though, for its age, Landscape card, holy shit. Gus Narios. That's a nice catcher card, though. That's a nice catcher card. Shout out to Hitman23. He would probably love to have that one in his PC. Catchers in here. Tools of Ignorance. Oh, well, we made a big time jump here. 71 tops, Woody Stargell. 69 tops, RBI leaders, 3 Hall of Famers, 2 of them Cubs. Stretch McCovey, Santo, and Williams. Fritz the Cat Peterson again. And there's another Fritz. Yankees rookie stars, Alan Kloster and John Cumberland. Neither one did much of anything. Gibson, fan 17, sets new record, wins 6 straight series game. He yielded only 5 hits as he tamed the Tigers. His 17 strikeouts passed Sandy Koufax's old mark of 15. Passed it by 2. Very nice, Bob. And Lolich Series Hero. Rest in peace, Mickey Lolich. He just passed away a couple days ago. Mickey Lolich, Series Hero. Outduels Gibson. Mickey wins his 3rd game. After 6 scoreless frames, Mickey and his mates broke through to wrap up the 68 World Series. Very nice. Very nice. That one. How about a Lindy McDaniel? Looks like he's coming off a Giants uniform there or something with that orange and black rings with this collar. Let's see if I was right. San Francisco. Uyakasha. 69 rookie stars of the Phillies. Barry Lersch, who went on to play for the Phillies, and Larry Heisel, who went on to play in the major leagues as well. $5 price tag on this one. Bill Davis and Clarence Gaston. Oh, Cito Gaston. Shout out to Blue Rock TV, who I think said something about Cito Gaston in a recent video of his. I think he was going to start collecting Cito or Clarence. He's been called both on cards, both Cito and Clarence. Hey, Clinton, what's up? Not much at all. Jose Vidal, outfielder for the Pilots. That looks like a Cleveland Indians uniform there, but it's got the same. Well, no, it's different. Collar, but you can see the red shoulder, like tank top. Cleveland Indians all the way, and it says Pilots. So he was a Rule 5 draftee or something like that. Cleveland, yeah. Spent time between Portland and Cleveland the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. And that is the first row of Dunsville. Let's put all these back. And they're not in the same order, but that's okay. We don't care, right? All right. This is the last bit of that first row. I'm sorry, I did hold back on some, but we've got, because they weren't old. These are newer cards. So here's a game used memorabilia from David Ortiz. Don't know what that is. A yellow jock strap. I'm not sure what it is, but these colors are nothing. It's the yellow underneath that C or G or whatever it's supposed to be. From Topps, National Chickle. Okay, National Chickle. It's numbered to 99, has a $10 price tag. Diamond Stars NCR-DO Bazooka, Young American's favorite bubblegum. Well, there you have it. Numbered even. There's a $10 price tag on it. Here's a All-Star Game Topps Chrome of Ronald Acuna Jr. with a 25-cent price tag on it. No, that's just a number to tape to it. How about $5 price tag on this Panini Prism Juan Soto? Very nice. Or this $3 price tag on this Panini, not Prism, just a chrome domed up numbers game. Or Topps National Baseball Card Day 2019 Vladdy Guerrero rookie card. Like that. 30th anniversary of Bowman. Taken after the 89 Bowman design, looks like. Nice chrome though of Bo Bichette, who's now a New York Met, right? There's Bo Bichette rookie card, Bowman rookie. Bo Bichette pre-Bowman, pre-rookie Bowman. Ready for the show, Bowman Chrome, Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette. $1 price tag on this one. It's a Bowman Chrome. Top 100, I guess. It's number 7. Prospect in MLB, I guess. And all of the MLB. National Baseball Card Day again. Fernando Tatis, 2021. Season ticket, $1 for this Juan Soto Contenders, Panini Contenders. Panini, as some people would call it. Here's a Gypsy Queen Juan Soto pink border. I don't know if that's a thing or whatnot, but there it is. It's pink. I'm assuming it's a variation. Cubs, it says short print, $2 for this Anthony Rizzo. It's a Topps Heritage. Not numbered or anything like that. It's number 406. If anything above 400 is a short print, right? Topps Chrome, $3 on this Vladdy Guerrero 1952 design. Very nice. Chrome card from Topps. Very nice. All right. Now that finishes that first row. Woo! Second row, a lot of plastics again. So, no, not quite. Just shy of 100 or half a row of top-loaded cards. Here's a Mickey Mantle. Very nice. Very nice. Card number 7. 1970 Topps Bobby Bonds. There's one 70 binder down here because I got a feeling I might need some of these. So where would my 70 Topps? It's going to be upstairs. I know. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Crank this up a little bit because hold out. All right, so I got my 1970 Topps binder here. It says I need 19 cards, so chances are I don't need many of these. Woo! So let's go. So the bonds is 425. Move you, Mr. Mouse. 425, eh? Move you, Mr. Light. Mr. Light. Change the camera. You gotta wanna see what I'm saying. Down a little bit. There you go. You get an idea of what I'm looking at. Get an idea of what I'm looking at. Come on, camera. Cooperate. There we go. So, that's the other one. I need card 67 so far. That's 425. Let's also do this. I know I need Nolan Ryan, I bet. Reggie. Killebrew. Thurman Munson. Rookie card. Roberto Clemente, Amos Otis. That's 5 so far. Got the bonds. Which one's better? I think this one in the plastic's better. So we're swapping them out. We're doing a swapperoo. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it right. Penny sleeve it. Top load it. Video. All right, so there's the bonds. I have it, but I did the swapperoo. We're looking at probably 2 hours now. I fed him half a cup at 12:15. Took him out after that, and nothing. I fed him with half a cup at 12:15. No, don't feed him anything until like 4 o'clock. I gave him half a cup. He was hungry. No, at 4 o'clock. Yeah. All right, Nate Colbert, 11. So I got that one. I got the Colbert. Early on, he wasn't called out. How good is the Colbert card that I have? I have a good one in there. Yeah, a good one. So these two Nate Colberts. There you go. Next one is a Tommy Aaron's. Tommy Aaron is 278. I haven't come across him, and I was all the way up to 425. So I have that one. There's Tommy right there. And that's a good one. So stick with the one we got. Gutierrez, 269. I should put these in the map order. We got a small stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 4, 5, 6, 12, 446, 267, 475, 90, 484, and 269. All right. So, Tim McCarver, 90. This one's got a crease in it, so we're not even gonna go look. Tim McCarver, a small crease. Next up is Jackie Gutierrez. Again, 269 did not, is right there. So the one in the book is better. 367 was not missing. I'm all the way to 354. So 367 is Mike Lum. Mike Lum is right there, and that's a good Mike Lum. So don't know about it. 412 is Larry Burchart. And he is 412. Get hunches. There's Burchart right there. I like the MLB. The MLB logo right there on his uniform like that. That is awesome. How about Billy Grabarkowitz. He is 446 for Billy G. Missing 450 Willie McCovey and 453 Rod Carew, but they're the like the All-Star cards. Sporting News All-Stars. Missing those two. The G is 446. Oops. There we go, 446. Billy G's back here. Mine's pretty good. Yeah, mine's better than that one. All right, 475 is Dick McAuliffe. 475. 473, 475. Mine's pretty good. Better than this one. So I got it. I thought I need something. 484, no. 484. Right there, Gary Nolan. Mine's better. Mine in the book is already better. 546. And Henry Louis Aaron there. Hank Aaron. Raul Tangers. Tony Oliva. Yankees rookies, but not the Munson. Bob Gibson. Joe Morgan. Right there. Ron Reed is next. Ronald Lee Reed. This is a nice one, but that one's better. All right, well, that kills that. Nothing needed there. We just went over this stack. All right, I'm just gonna put the book away. I might as well just thumb through it. So which other ones I need? Pete Rose, Rusty Staub, got the Woody Mays right there. Don Sutton right there. Need Ernie Banks, Bud Harrelson, Bobby Allison, Angels rookies. Okay, I'm right there. Mr. Rocketline. I need Gary Nyman, National League rookies, and Johnny Bench. B. Robertson, that's his name, Robertson, and some guy named B. Tillman. Ron Santo, Ray Sadecki, Darren Jones, maybe? D. Jones? D. Dyer, Duffy Dyer, Frank Robinson, so missing hair, dude, check them out. Jose Santiago, Nolan Ryan, Seattle Pilots team photo, Mickey Lolich, rest in peace, Cardinals rookies, Richard, and it says I need to probably 12 to replace, but on the front it says I need 19, so 19 probably my magic number. But anyway, that's that. Let's continue on. We still got a lot to do. I'll get rid of this to the side now. My butt's hurting anyway. So I stretch my legs. All right, bring that back down. A bit. So we got Jeff Torborg, sorry. Jeff Torborg. Nate Oliver. Ralphie Houk. Hector Torres. 65 tops is Pedro Ramos. Jim Bouton. Jim Kitty Cat. Spelled wrong. Should be K-A-A-T, not K-A-T-T. Johnny Keane. Pete Mickelson. Checklist number 3. There's marks on it though. Angels rookies. Yankees rookies. Elvio Jimenez and Jake Gibbs. Reds rookies, 1964 tops. Mel Queen and Sandy Ellis. There's a $2 price tag. How Reniff, R-E-N-I-F-F. Smokey Burgess. There's a $2 price tag. $2 on this Don Detmer. Demeter. Frank Malzone, not Hank. $2 on the Frank Malzone. Third base, he looks as old as the hills. Frank, what are you doing? You look like you're the manager. Clete Boyer. Wayne Causey. $1 on that. Price tag on that. Excuse me. Veda Pinson. All right, I'm missing the chat here. Hold the phone. Let me get my mouse back here so I can catch up with the chat. Little roller. When am I? So April is the flea market. So I'll probably just start out in April doing flea market and then see how that goes. Yeah, I kind of played around with that, but I didn't quite understand how that was done. I'll have to check out a video on how it's done or get with Mr. Airtime, see if he does it that way. Setting up categories. I started messing around. I thought I had it, but I guess it didn't. It didn't save or didn't take. I don't know. All right, we got some more 64 tops. Jim Davenport, $2. Al Downing, who gave up number 714, or was it 700? 714 to Hank Aaron. I remember watching that game and seeing him hit it over. It was more like the left field, left center field. It landed in the Braves bullpen, I thought. Anyway, he hit one over. I think it landed in the Braves bullpen because a guy named Tom House picked it up, got it, gave it to him, and he got whatever he got from Hank Aaron for it. And then 715, he hit it, and the guy who caught that one, the fan, then got like $715 in silver dollars. No, I've been recording them, but I haven't uploaded any. Sales have been kind of slow, so I'm not. I'm in no hurry to throw up videos, but I have them. I have them recorded and saved on my phone. I just got to put them together. Johnny Blanchard, Yankee. Here's the Milwaukee Braves team photo. It has a $4 price tag on it. Dick Williams, for outfield and first base, $2. Hall of Fame manager, by the way, with several teams. Padres, Oakland, to name two. He may have been with more too. Hitting area. So they're talking about the sweet spot on the bat is Vada Pinson and Dick Sisler. $2. Bud Daly. Dick Raditz. Ed Roebuck. Susan Roebuck. Got a $1 price tag on him. Sorry. Steve Hamilton. Dave DeBuscher. Now, I didn't notice this before, but it looks like this card is autographed. Look at that. See the D-A-V-E and then the DeBuscher down there. So I don't know if that's legit or not, but it looks like it's autographed. In pencil. I don't know, but there it is. Dave DeBuscher. I remember, I know I bought his rookie card at 1963 Topps rookie card. I didn't know I had that one. Second year. But he's a Hall of Fame NBA player. Harry Bright. Another Bobby Shantz, this time with the Cardinals in 64. Jake Gibbs and Tom Metcalf, Yankees rookie stars. PSA Grading raises their prices again for $5. You haven't uploaded yet. I know, yeah. I didn't know about the price rise, but I don't grade cards anyway. I did one time, sent some in. Ken Hunt has a $1 price tag. Bill Stafford, yeah, looks happy there. Bill does. Hector Lopez, Vic Power, $2. Joe Pepitone. 64 high number, $4 for this Ken McBride. What will they consider high number? 405. And there he is again for $2 because it's a miscut off somewhere. And he's 8 on the back. Willie Mays. Someone started to rub it off. Oh, there he is for the third time for $3. $2 on the Dick Bertel. George Alusk, A-L-U-S-I-K, Alusic, $2. Don Naughty Bart, $2. Charlie Neal, $2. Lou Jackson, $3. Tom Saturino, $2. High number, Lou Burke, $5.57. Fred Newman, high number it says, and it's $5.69. $5 for the Gordy Coleman. Got another Mantle card there. Monument Park, Mantle, and Monument Park. Turkey Red Mantle. Here's Topps Chrome Mantle, number 390. Topps Chrome, number 70. Chrome, number 10. One more, I guess. Here's Upper Deck. Pastime Pennants. It's the National Baseball Card Day 2006, and they have a Mantle card. Interesting. And that's a score, no top skating club. '20th Century Showcase with Mantle. Okay. Product, I believe. Nope, Topps. All right. Wind Savers. Lowen and Staley. Gary Geiger. Jim Proctor. Dick Gernert. G-E-R-N-E-R-T. Gernert. Okay. Carl Sawatsky. Al Schroll. S-C-H-R-O-L-L. Schroll. Bud Byerly. Ray Monzant. Mike Delock. Jack Harshman. Jim Donahue. Chico Cardenas. Jimmy Dykes. No comments from the peanut gallery, please. There's Jimmy Dykes. We need some Boomslang mystery packs. Something long. I was thinking about doing something like that. Like doing some repacked wax. I was investigating on how I can make my own wax packs with using my printer and the wax paper, making actual physical packs. But years ago, I put together boxes. I don't think I have any left. I broke them all down and threw them all out. I used some for lids. They were from the post office. Hold on. So I have taken these. All right, so no, this isn't it. No, but you know the mail, the U.S. Post Office has these like bulk mailers. So they had little boxes that I had ordered, and they delivered them to the house. And I folded them up, and I was putting unopened packs of cards in there, with totaling 200 or more cards. I was throwing in a random autograph, either like a certified autograph from a product, or a TTM autograph. I have a lot of TTM autographs, and then selling the box. And I sold a couple boxes, a couple of them. One I gave to John Japs to open up, preview the first one. Said, here's one here. I made up over 100 of them, and I said, here, make video here and let people know that I have this product. And actually, like a couple people bought it, but it didn't go over well, I guess, for some reason. And I sold one to a YouTuber who does that stuff. I think it's his name. I watch him too. He comes on last night. He was doing pennies, penny searches. But and I think in another day or two he's going to be doing some more card where he has mystery packs and stuff like that. But he bought a box. I told him about my product. He bought one, and he opened it up on his stream. But they were all unopened packs. They weren't like a mystery pack. The mystery packs, I know, and I thought about it, like I have cards from the 60s. I can put some 60s cards in there, cards from the 80s, and so on, and sell them as mystery packs with 60s cards in it, 70s, or just a mystery pack with hodgepodge of everything, a random 60s card, a 70s card, 80s cards, 90s cards, and put a mystery pack of like, I don't know how many cards you put in there. You can probably fit 30 or so or more in a team bag, because I think that's what he opens up. And I watch other guys too, other channels that do kind of stuff like that, or they have auctions on there, like Hobby Hound does auctions and stuff like that. I had done auctions on my channel 2 years ago. I had done some auctions as well. But I'm still in the process of just trying to organize my stuff, because I got so much. Yeah. So yeah, eBay takes a big chunk, because I don't charge for shipping. I pay the shipping. So eBay takes their cut, and then by time, I sell a, say $1.69 card, I may make 40 some cents. That's it. And that's not counting the price of the card. How much did I pay for the card? So after everyone gets their cut and I pay the shipping, which is now 74 cents, it may go up again, who knows, that I get like 40 some cents, under 50 cents a card. So, if I go out, and I haven't gone out and bought cards in a while now, because, you got to look for dime boxes, and people aren't doing dime boxes that much anymore. If you're going to do it, try to make a profit, you either buy higher end cards and sell them at a higher price, which I don't do. The most expensive card I sold on my store was $100. That's it. And I just recently sold a 2001 Kobe Bryant SP1, right? For like was only like $25, you know. And I paid the $5 and something shipping. So I made like $20, not counting the cost of the card because I had to buy that card in someone's collection. So I had to pay the collection I bought it from. I paid the guy $1,200 for the collection, for his, his collection, $1,200. So, I haven't made that money back yet. That's for sure. So, but it is what it is. You can't look at it as a business, though. I got to look at it as just, this is my hobby. This is what I do, and I've got too much stuff now, so now I need to liquidate, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not adding inventory. I am liquidating slowly, like the Three Stooges. Slowly at Niagara Falls. Slowly I turn, step by step, inch by inch. That little routine that they have in one of their shows. Online hurts your eBay store. Yeah, maybe it does. I don't know. And then again, you watch guys who do these auctions. I don't watch a lot of guys that do their auctions. They're not getting a whole lot for their cards either. So, and let's face it, people don't have money. Money right now is a little tight for a lot of people. So, I can't see if I'm not out buying cards. I can't see a whole lot of other people out buying cards. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. That's all. With the price of everything still kind of going up. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's get back to looking at the cards. We can chit chat on the side as well, because people are here with the cards. So Jimmy Dykes, manager card. He finished 7th this first year, 3rd, 6th, 7th, 6th, 4th, 7th, 7th, 4th, 4th, 4th. Yeah, he hit milestone, I'm sure. Billy Moffitt, Yankee. Oh, Boston Red Sox. It's a name. It's a B. My glasses on straight. Ken McKenzie, 61 rookie. Art Ditmar. Walt Dropo. Haywood Sullivan. Wes Covington, who was a big prospect. I think they expected him to do great things. I think the pressure may have been a little bit too much for him, but I would have to give a shout out to Hitman 23 again, because he has a thing where he got people buy the bat racks and stuff like that as a PC. There's a great old card of a guy that fits right into one of his PCs, his mini PCs. How about Bill White, great announcer for the Yankees. Joe McClain, McClain, rookie. Pumpsy Green, hip hop name right there. Pumpsy, before Pumpsy was a hip hop name again. He's Pumpsy. Remember a rapper from Philly that got shot? His name was Pumpsy or something like that. All right, here's Zolio Rosales, who does have an MVP to his name, 68 or something like that, 65 maybe. That's his rookie there. Zolio Rosales, Versalis. Johnny James for the Angels, but he's in a Yankee uniform. Jack Fisher, the Orioles. Got the 62 tops. Phil Ortega. Johnny Weekly, not Daly. Johnny Weekly. Johnny Daly is the golfer. Wally Post. Gianni Roseborough. Dave Hillman. Dick Ellsworth. I think there was something between Dick Ellsworth 66 tops card and some other guy where they posted the wrong photo, a guy who passed away the year prior, and put it on on his card. I think that's a variation or an error in the 66 tops. About how Kolstad times 2. How? Look at that flat top on Marty Keogh. Yes, I did.
How many times have you done it?
Twice now.
What?
Well, it was this.
They got new images, but the guys got an ass on.
How to get images on them? Eddie Casco. Tribe Trio. Barry Latman, Dick Stigman, and Jim Perry. Dick Stigman later on got a job after baseball as the Stig on what's that car show? And anyway, he was the Stig, wearing that white racing suit. He never has helmet on. You can never tell. He was the Stig. George Altman, Chuck Hiller, Frank Bowling, not Bowling, Bowling. Billy Hitchcock, not related to Alfred. Gene Green, not related to Mr. Green Jeans. Different Green Jeans. The guys, this is Gene Green. The other TV character was Green Jeans. Gene Woodling, again. Jim Donahue, when I say again, he was on a different card that I already looked at. Lou Clinton. Joe Cope, Koppe. I'm going to say that the E is silent on that one. The 60s mystery with guaranteed Hall of Famer. Yep, the problem with that is you're going to run out of guaranteed Hall of Famers. I mean, I don't know how many guaranteed Hall of Famers I have. Eddie Yost, Hal Jones, and then I'll be digging into my my PC, which I'd rather build those sets and then sell them as a complete binder set when and if the time ever came. Alex Grammas. You look through all these 60s right here, and how many of these guys are Hall of Famers? Obviously, there's none here. Zolio's not even. He's just an MVP. He's up there with Bobby Shantz, just an MVP. Dave Justy, Luis Arroyo, Chico Cardenas, Wayne Cozy, Floyd Robinson, Joe Horland, later went on to play with the Phillies, Willie Kirkland, Jose Tartabull, Danny Tartable's father. You didn't know. That's true. I'm not making that up. So I know sometimes I make stuff up, but that's a fact. Willie Davis, Steve Bilko, related to Sergeant Bilko on the movie that played in. Steve Martin played in it, right? He was a Sergeant Bilko. Jack Spring, Dean Take a Chance, Eli Grubba, Grba, Gerba. French left some letters out of his last name. Charlie Smith, crooked. That's just the camera was crooked. That a little better. Whatever. Chuck Smith, Dan Dobick, Charlie James, Bob Nyman. Old as hell there, Bob. Says he's an outfielder. Looks like he's a manager. Jesus Christ. Mac Jones, Chet Nichols, Phil Pless, P-L-E-I-S, Pless, Ray Herbert, like Sherbert. Hey, that Marty guy, we saw him before. Flat top. All right, back to 64. Tommy Sisk, Charlie Smith, Galen Cisco became a very popular pitching coach later on after his playing days. Ted Boesfield, Lum Harris. See, now that's the manager right there. Look at that. That's a 50s haircut. A little bit of grease in that hair, right? Right. Slicking it back a little bit. There you go. That's a man's man right there. Danny Cater, George Brunette, Dick Sisler, manager. Ken Harrelson, who was the first Hawk, by the way. Before Andre Dawson was the Hawk, he was the Hawk. Mainly because of his big beaky looking nose, his proboscis, his snaz box. Manny Mota, Chico Cardenas, Julian Javier, who is Stan Javier's father, true story. Angels, Jack Warner, and Paul Shaw. My son sent me a text message. Might need your assistance tonight with taking one kid to practice. Okay. I gotta take one of the grandkids to the practice tonight. Felipe Alou, brother to Jesus and Maddie. Uncle to Moses Alou. Bo Dabrowski, Charlie Smith, Fred Newman in Cars, Don Mincher, Walt Bond, no relation to James Bond, Woody Held on Tight, Len Gabrielson, Jimmy Stewart. Whoa, that's that very famous Don Massey guy. Look at the nose, or the ears. Matches the big nose though. He's got a big nose too, so I mean, just a big guy, right? Probably like 6'4", 6'1", and 195. First left, pass left. January 11th, 1939. Home, Redwood City, California. You could chop down trees with them. Here we go. This is a good one. I don't have my 66 Tops binder down here. This Don Landrum guy, this card here has got three variations. This is variation 1 with the button showing. See on his fly area, aka crotch. There we go. So you can see that button where his fly's coming open. So that's the button. Then they have one with no button where they weighted out the button. And then you have one that's a partial button. I think that's the button. Might be the partial button. I have to get my binder and double check, see, but there's 3 variations of that card, all dealing with, oh my God, his fly's open. You can see his willy. He can't. He's got a button there. That's probably why they went to zippers and pants, or nothing at all. Just kind of pulled on, which is on like a set of leotards or something. Open a Somalian daycare center and invest the profits in the cards. I thought about that. What's the worst they can do to me? They can't even deport me. What can they do? They yell at me. You took money from the state and you didn't babysit kids. I just had my grandkids come over. I did right here. I got 2 of them now. You just saw it. You're witnesses. I got a daycare. I got to open up my daycare to take one kid to his or her athletic sporting event tonight. Jim Pagliaroni. Pagliaroni. Oh my God. 67 tops. Donnie Buford. Buford McGee. There's Julian Javier again. Stan's daddy. Went and jumped to 69 tops. Mini Rojas. Wes Parker. Wayne Granger. When you need things done, Granger gets them done. Right? Parts for the job, Granger. Manny Sanguin. Jim Perry. Duke Sims. Diego Maradona Segui. No, Diego Segui. Maradona is a soccer player. Jim Fairley. And there's someone stuck on the back of Jim Fairley. There we go. We've got a Mike Torres, famous for giving up the Bucky freaking Dent homer and then becoming a Yankee later on as a reward for that. And Steve Huntz. Might need your assistance tonight. Oh. And someone named David is reaching out today to gather. Hi, I'm David. We're reaching out today to gather perspectives on Israel and could really use your input. Open to a quick chat. No. Sorry, David. I know you got a Jewish name and a biblical name and all that, but sorry, David. Not talking to you. Not for nothing, David, but I'm just not. All right. We've got, I got to make my screen bigger again. I just made it small so I could see that last chat because it's off the screen from something wrong. All right. Woody Woodward. Andy Costco. Sammy White. Now, I bought these cards. I don't know. Got them out of free market or something. I forget. But see, some kid punched a hole in them. And there was a stack of them, and I didn't really, I guess I wasn't paying too much attention. Or it came in a lot or something, but there's another hole in the card. Another hole in the card. Another hole in this card, right? Yeah. None of them are Hall of Famers. You got Sammy White, Glenn Hobby, Lloyd Merritt, Bud Daly, Joe Jay, John Jay's dad. Punched a hole in it. Oh, here's a Hall of Famer. Whitey Herzog, Hall of Fame manager. Hole punched. Jim Rivera, Billy Pierce. All with the holes punched in it. I don't know. You tell me. I guess it's ink or now they're punching holes. Before that, they put big rubber stamps on them and stuff. But anyway, so we got some 75 tops. Frank White, Tony Perez, Al Oliver, Rich Gossage, Billy Williams, Gaylor Perry, Rolly Fingers in the 74 World Series, Bill North and Lou Brock. Lou Brock probably had like 80 or 90 stolen bases. Bill North had 54. Oh, one second back. Lou Brock got 118 that year. Not even close. 54 and 60. So Lou Brock had as much, just shy of the first three AL guys. Bill North had 54. Rod Carew had 38. And John Lowenstein had 36. Lou Brock had 118 himself. Davey Lopes had 59. Two guys nationally beat top. 58. 57. So 4 guys in nationally beat the top guy in the American League stolen bases. All right, taking one kid to practice. That's all I got. All right, Don Sutton, Steve Garvey, not a whole thing. Ted Simmons, Raleigh Fingers, with a big old crease there. Thurman Munson, this is not creased. Bob Oliver, Dave May, Jim Northrop, Greg Luzinski, The Bowl, Gary Lavelle rookie card, Scott McGregor rookie card, or Rick Rowan's rookie card, Jimmy Fuller ×2, Tony Taylor, Jesse Jefferson, famous Amos Otis, not the Cookie Baron though, Don Hood of your card. Rangers card with a big old crease right across there, right across the whole card, colored in nicely for your viewing pleasure. Cloud of Blue, Bill Robinson, Doyle Alexander, Cecil Cooper, Glenn Beckert, Ross Grimsley. This got all kinds of ink all over the card from splatter from the printing press or something. Andy Messersmith, the card is a mess. Ink all over. Splatter. Like a chicken stepped in ink and then walked all over. Steve Stone, all creased up. Don't know why it's in the sleeve. Don Baylor. Steve Yeager, Meister. Roy White, who's still active on Facebook. Does a lot of Yankee talk stuff. Vic Albury. Wayne Twitchell has a tick. Mike Marshall and Terry Foster, not Forster. Pirates with Danny Murtaugh, not colored in, slightly miscut or off center. Grant Jackson or Mudcat Grant, right? Grant Jackson? No. Jim Grant is Mudcat Grant. He's just Grant Jackson. He's just Grant. Jeff Zahn, Jim Slayton, Jesus Alou, Bobby Grich, not on Alabama, Danny Doyle, Vic McBride, ×2, Cookie Rojas, Rich Coggins, Woody Fryman, Mickey Rivers, Rick Russell, Mike Hargrove, Earl the Pearl Williams ×2, John Mayberry, USA, Cecil Upshaw, Mark Belanger, Charlie Huff, Bobby Bonds, Pat Dobson, Dave McNally, Frank Tanana, Jose Cardinal, Mike Marshall hurls in 106 games. Let's see that man. ×2 on that, Mike Marshall. Switching gears to 78 tops, we got Dave Parker All-Star ×3 ×4. We got Keith Hernandez, 1, 2, 3. Both of these guys share the 1979 MVP, co-MVP award winners, Stargell and Hernandez. You've got 78 Johnny Wathan, Frank White, Whitey Herzog, Pops Stargell ×2. You got as a Lou Brock, All-Star Joe Morgan, All-Star Steve Garvey. Another Garvey. Got a Phil Necro, Gaylord Perry, ×6. Robbie Fingers, ×2. Ferguson Jenkins, ×2. All-Star Don Sutton, Bert Blyleven, ×3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got home run leaders, George Foster and Jim Rice. We got the Padres, not filled in. Greg Minton, all airbrushed, face and everything. These up. Get all messy. We got Steve Folkart. Steve Folkart. Daryl Porter. Jim Tyrone. Mike Garman. Dave Haverlow. Bob Stinson with the Mariners. Gary Alexander. Ken Kravec. Bob Gorinsky. Manny Sarmiento. There's two. Jim Wolford, or Skeletor, as he is lovingly referred to as over on the Past is Alive. Tommy John. George Hendricks. Toby Hara. Bob Lacey. Here's a card. I don't know what year it is where they spelled him wrong. His name wrong. They spell it Lacy when it should be Lacey. Don the Money Man, Johnny Oates, Mike Vale, Claudel Washington, Gene Pence, PENTZ, times 2, Jose Morales, Willie Crawford, Gary Matthews, Steve Ontiveros, Don Hasse, Roger Freed, Jim Clancy, Leroy Stanton, Pete Redfern, Terry Humphrey, Nino Espinosa, Steve Ontiveros, Ron Reed, the Royals team card. Oh, that's check marked off. A lot of marks all the way down. Filled in 100%. Pete Lecoq, Jerry Terrell, Daryl Porter again, Amos Otis, Joe Zdeb, ZDEB, Tom Poquette. We'll keep the light on for you. Oh, that's Bodette. Amy Hasler, Len Barker, Len Kissing Bandit Barker, victim. And we got Pete Lecoq again. Too many Lecoqs already in this stack. Raleigh Eastwick, Zedeb again, Gary Templeton before the trade, and he was a very good player. These fell over in the box, so let's check them out. We got a rookie card of J-Rod, rookie debut card, I should say. Update. And we've got this. The Philly Show, Oaks, PA. I don't know what the 133 stands for, but it's Cal Ripken Jr., National Baseball Hall of Fame. Autographs, $179, $179.99. Up to 11x14 baseball. No tickets or artwork. Must be licensed product. September 23rd, 2023. It was a Saturday. And that's when I took the card and got it signed. So this rookie update Cal Ripken, I bought off of John Jabs over at the Passes Alive. He had his auction. I think I paid 50 some bucks for it. And turns out it's got a hairline crease in it. He was selling it for someone else. It was someone else's card. I forget whose. But unbeknownst at the time, policy, refund policy, blah, 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 blah. There's what I paid. I got my receipt. And certificate of authenticity, PSA, certified it. At the show. They had certifications at the show. So there's a little certificate, and I think they may have stuck something on the card, physically on the card itself, which now there's the card. But there's that certificate there in the presence of PSA. But there's supposed to be a small crease, and I can see a hairline run right down through the top. Unseen at the time. It's very hard to see. So basically, John and the seller decided to just, well, they're going to gift me the card. They're just going to send it to me and refund my money, which is very nice of them. And I'm like, you know what? I got it. I'm still going to do what I planned. I planned to take it to the show and get it signed anyway. So that's what I did. I still continued to the show. And I met up with a friend from work, and RJ Collect Sets was there, and I bumped into him, and so we sat around chit-chatting while I was waiting for my turn in line. And we had left the venue to go in another area where it was quiet, where we could just chit-chat. I can't get that back in there. We could just chit-chat, but we're right in the doorway between the place where they were using and the showroom that wasn't being used, like Hall C or D or whatever. What else am I going there? What am I doing? That's why it's not working. Anyway, and RJ kept saying, "Hey, you want to go, check?" Because the line was long. I'm like, nah, I didn't hear him call my number yet. And then RJ says, "I don't know, man. You better go check it out." So I'm like, all right, I'll go check it out. And lo and behold, they were getting like last call. He's leaving now. I'm like, oh crap! I almost missed my autograph, And I was the very last one in line. Kyle was still sitting down, but there was no one else left. And I ran up to the front, shook his hand, thanked him. I think I had RJ take a little video of it while he was standing in line there with me. And got it signed by Cal. It's cool. There's the card. I like it. And that was the plan all along. Just that it had a little crease in it, so the value of the card may have dropped. But who cares? I wanted it for the autograph and to do the meet and greet, right? I like to tell people it's about the meet and greet as well. All right, here's King Kong, Dave Kingman in a Cubs uniform, times 2, 3. Got Craig Swan, Mitchell Page, Bobby Bonds, George Foster, All-Star, Ken Singleton, Jack Clark. I believe that might be his rookie card. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, it's not like a second-year card, I guess. Second-year card, I guess. Bobby Valentine as an outfielder, not as a manager. Looking old as the hills in that photo, Bobby. Pat Kelly, looking old enough to be the coach, and he's an outfielder as well. Fred Lynn. Craig Nettles. Paul Blair. Chris Chambliss, Ed Figueroa, Kenny Holtzman, Graham Healy, Donnie Gullett, Down Your Gullet, Cliff Johnson, Dick Tidrow, got a Steve McCaddy rookie card or Tom Hume. Another one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one. Got a Dennis Lamp rookie card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 11. Oof. 11. We got a Pat Putnam rookie card. 2. Oh, different one. We got a Bill Naharodny rookie card. 2, 3 on that one. Looks like we got a newer card. Looks like it's an archive or what the heck it is. But it's a 81 design rookie card of Ronald Acuna Jr. There's another Acuna Jr. with maybe Ozzie Albies. Not sure. There he is again. Acuna rookie coming attractions. Optic All Stars, Ronald Acuna, yellow refractors, whatever. No number, so it's not important, right? Mythical from Optic. There's a Mythical. Absolute Baseball, Acuna. Donruss 2020. Base. We got a yellow border. We've got a yellow chrome type, prism type. And we got a Donruss Diamond Kings. We've got a foil Diamond Kings. We've got them stiff arming, actually flashing gang signs. Out at somebody. 4 of those. And then you've got Juan Soto. Another pop-up. Diamond King Soto. Bowman Soto pre-rookie. Looks like an archives, but I guess not. It's just the Juan Soto rookie card with a 59 design. Donruss 2020 of Fernando Tatis. Doesn't really look like him, but I guess it is. Tatis. There he is on a Gypsy Queen. There he is on a Diamond Kings. We got Bo Bichette rookie card. Actually, it's a sticker. It's an opening day or something like that. Who's on the other side? Matt Olson. We got a Gypsy Queen rookie card. Bichette. Got a rated rookie from Donruss. Bichette. We got it now playing with like fireworks explosions in the background of Bichette. And way off center cut. I don't know how that happens in today's technology, but it did. Donruss 2020 and Vladdy Jr. There's a sticker from the tops. On the back of this sticker is Rick Porcello. Here's Vladdy Diamond Kings. Opening day. And that's the variation. There's the base, there's the variation. Very nice, very nice. Goes there. A little bit more, guys. Then we're done. Then we'll be done. Yeah. We've got Tom Sturdivant, 59 tops. Wally Post, 59. Seth Moorhead, the Sillies. Jim Bolger, no relation to Whitey Bulger. Ed Bucci. Ed Bucci. Frank Torrey, Joe's brother. Frank Torrey again. No beat up. Bob Connolly. John Romano. Bill Verdin. Run Preventers for the Yankees. Bill McDougall, Bob Turley, and Bobby Richardson. Juan Marichal from the 70 tops in the 466. I don't know if that was on the list of ones, but there's some more. I need to check my book on that. Checklist. So we got the Frank Robinson has an $8 price tag on it. Checklist. The checklists have variations. The bats. The bats are different colors. Gray versus brown and so on. There's a brown one, a dark one, right? Third series. There's a third series where the bat's red. Some variations. Third series, brownish, black, whatever. Jim Palmer, $12 price tag on that one. Check that one too. That might have been on my list of ones that I needed. Sparky Anderson, 70 tops. Yastrzemski has a $10 price tag. White Sox rookies Billy Farmer and John Mathias. Bill Rigney, Larry Burkhart, Paul Edmondson, Mike Lum, Bob Pretty, went down from like $3 to Johnny Bench for the news again. Rod Carew, Butch Robinson, Steve Carlton, Tony Perez, Pete Richard, Al Ferreira, Mike McCormick, Dick Green, but we're not done. We've got Tommy Aaron, Hank's brother. Tommy. We've got Paul Popovich, Danny Lemaster. He's got price tags, $2. $2. Tom T. Hall, not the country singer though. Ed Kirkpatrick, Ollie Brown, otherwise known as Downtown Ollie Brown when it was the Phillies anyway. Here's another checklist, that's Series 2 checklist. Chuck Taylor, Max Albus, strikeout leaders, rest in peace, Mickey Lolich, ERA leaders, Palmer, Harry Walker, Cindy Alomar Sr., Hank Allen. Don't know if he's related to Dick Allen or not. He might have been. When Puma, PA. A graduate of Youngstown University, Hank played in the Little League, Babe Ruth, and American League Legion ranks. In high school, Hank was an All-American basketball player. And there's Hank Allen. Oops. I'm messing up. Maybe. Go over there. That's what you got later. Leo DeRocher. $3 on the Sam McDowell. Danny McLean's $3. Looks like we're jumping into some Jeter action. There's a Pacific Omega Jeter. Upper Deck Jeter. Pinnacle Performers. Far and Away. Jeter. SP Authentic Jeter. 2000 Topps Opening Day Jeter. Upper Deck SP. Bowman Chrome Jeter. Diamond Kings Jeter. And we've got 87 throwback Frank Thomas, 30-year anniversary. We've got a UD3 Frank Thomas Home Run Heroes. $1 in this Prism Ken Griffey Jr. card. This Denny's. Upper Deck. Home Run All-Stars. It's a mail-in thing. That's not Denny's. 79 Topps Thurman Munson. And 79 Topps Nolan Ryan. Pete Richard. Strikeout features. Last little stat coming up. Right, yeah. We're going to call it. The rest are not in plastic, so they're probably not all that interesting. 79 Topps Jim Palmer All-Star. 79 Topps Tom Seaver in a urine-stained top loader. Good yellow for you. 78 Topps Most Hits Switch Hitter Lifetime Pete Rose. Same card. 77 or 76? 76 Sandy Alomar Sr. 75 Dave Winfield. 75 Victory Leaders. 3 Hall of Famers on it. Hal Breeden. Bill Freehan. Clay Carroll. And that's it. Whew. That be it, guys. We do have one row left, but after being briefed that I may have to take one of my grandkids to their practice tonight, and now I'm going to have to look into having an early dinner, because that's usually going to take up about 6 o'clock showtime for these events normally. So we're going to pack all these cards up. Let's minimize that. Let's go to the camera. Change our camera back over to the web camera. There we go. While I put all these cards back in the box. But yeah, you guys have mentioned about mystery packs. I have tons of cards that can surely be used in mystery packs. You're right. I have tons. And I'm sure they go over well. There's the count going back in the box. It's on here. I'll go back in there, and I'm gonna have to go through my binder again because I don't remember exactly what cards I was missing. There were a lot of big names that were missing. So we had Pete Rose, we had the Aaron, we had the Mays, but we were still missing a few. Let's raise this up a little bit. So you can see the garage is still a mess, but it's an organized mess, I guess. What about those boxes there? They are leaning, but that's because the way they are stacked. I had to keep them away from the wall, and then I decided to put them back against the wall, and then it just started going further into the wall. But they're not going to go any further than that. So, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, coming in, hanging out, sharing the live stream with me, commenting, liking, all that good stuff. Appreciate it. And we will see you guys in the next one. We're at 2.5 hours almost. So, yep, good on you. I don't know what time it is. It's 4:18. So, yeah, I got to get dinner in me, and then I got to get heading to pick up one of my grandkids. Don't know where we got to go. Don't know if it's wrestling or if it's basketball or if it's cheer night. No, cheer's on Thursday night. It might be basketball tonight. Anyway, hi guys. Peace. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for liking, commenting, all that good stuff. If you haven't subscribed already, hey, go ahead and if you like the content, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps the channel out. And also, don't forget to sub to everybody else out there and subscribe to them and help them grow their channels because that's what it's all about. Let's grow our channels together. All right, guys, again, peace out. We got like 15 seconds. Get another drink, wet my whistle. Take your glasses off. I only need them to look at the card. And we're out. Thanks, guys. That's in the stream.